If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand? Also, I got to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, be patient with your process. I promise you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? Now, also, y'all already know that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this probably about the time that you want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? Now, before we jump in, thank you so much already for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all's shares, all y'all subscribes. Thank you so much for y'all's gifts as well as the kind words that you not only say to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, all right? Now, also, again, those who have already purchased their ticket to my virtual event, I look forward to seeing you June 4th. I already sent out all the information pertaining to the event, but if you did not receive it, please feel free to reach out to me so I can make sure you get it, all right? Also, June 17th, Orlando, Florida, I'm going to be in your city. We still got a few tickets available. I broke it down into 2 classrooms so that I can take other individuals too. So again, the tickets are available to you. The link's in my bio. Marietta, Georgia. You already know, July 8th. I'm partnering up with the beautiful souls from the Holistic Health and Wellness Store. I definitely look forward to seeing you there. If you haven't already received it, as far as purchase your ticket, I definitely recommend you to do so, all right? So again, those who have purchased their ticket so far for the Marietta event, I appreciate you. I'm going to be giving you readings one-on-one, all right? We also got an option for a group setting too, but this is your opportunity, all right? Now, for those, again, who have purchased their ticket for the virtual event, it was sent to the email that you used when you booked the event, all right? So if you did not receive it or you changed email, definitely reach out to me at atouchofbadu@gmail.com, and I got you, all right? So now let's jump in. Chosen ones, let me start off with asking you a question, right? So you know how when you was younger, and some of you had children too, this is a phrase that you may use to them. You may say, hey, yo, are you coming in or are you going out? Are you going to be in this house or are you going to be out? Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up, right? I want to put something in perspective. Right now, a lot of you done saved yourself. You done started healing yourself. You done started truly building your confidence up, but you still in and out. You still feel like you could be saved, but still speaking to Satan. That ain't going to work out. See, you've been healing you. You've been working on you. However, again, you one way in and one way out. You still feel like you could parlay with certain people. That's not going to happen. See, I seen this video, right? And in the video, it mentioned individual said that he seen a quote, and this is what the quote said. The quote said that sometimes the devil tries to keep you distracted with your past so you don't see what's coming for you in your future, right? Now, we done talked about all that. We done discussed how you had to choose you over these individuals that you was used to be connected to. You still feeling like because you saved, because you, again, chosen, you protected, that's true. But at the same time, who would sit there and volunteer themselves to be with some so-so ass individuals? See, let's talk, chosen ones. You know how you wouldn't be riding around with somebody that you know people are looking for? You know how you wouldn't be riding around being seen with certain individuals that you know could lose their life? When I say that, just like 6ix9ine, in a sense, that rapper, he done talked about all these individuals. He done spoke on the dead. He said what he was going to do, said that when he pulls up, all these things was going to happen. Yet, again, certain individuals end up catching him lacking, and the people that used to be connected to him went down too. So just like you could look from the outside looking in like, nah, I wouldn't hang around this person based upon what they chose to do. Nah, I wouldn't hang around this person because that's a for sure target in a sense. How you feel like it's okay for you to still parlay with people who ain't enlightened? How you still feel like it's okay to parlay with people that still speaking to Satan? That's not going to work. See, you going to have to choose you or these individuals that you was connected to. You can't be in and out the house in a sense. See, when you talk to your kids, you say a lot of things, but when it comes to you, you acting like you don't understand. See, just like, again, you told them you either inside in the house or you out because you letting that heat in or you letting my air out. See, you done said that, right? See, God's saying that same thing to you. How you out here parlaying with these people, these heated ass individuals, these hateful, spiteful, devious, manipulative ass individuals? How you out here allowing they heat to come in to something that God already did air conditioned? We not doing it. See, you did your work. You done sat there and again, you allowed all that clearness, all that prosperity, all that abundance to come in, but you still allowing access to the devil in your crib. That's now you're going to have to make your choice. Is it you or is it going to be them? See, they was cool sacrificing you when they thought that they was getting something out of it. See, they was cool when they sacrificed you because they thought that they was getting abundance. That it was cool for them to sacrifice the love that you had for them. It was cool for them to sit there and dibble and dabble with some so-so ass energies thinking that you was going to remain there. But when it comes to you, how come you not, again, willing to take those risks on you like you did those individuals you used to be connected to? See, a lot of y'all, you was in and out of certain situationships, going based upon the potential that they could possibly be, not what you was seeing them. You was going based upon what they could become, not what they pattern was showing you. See, you're going to have to pick or choose. Is it them or it's going to be you? You cannot balance the both out. See, they already proved themselves. For some reason, you still feel like these people are going to have a moment of clarity where they're going to change their ways completely. See, they didn't have these moments of clarity, but they was temporary. See, you done seen them change up their pattern. 1 minute they was acting like they ain't want you. Next minute they was acting like y'all was cool. 1 minute again when they thought everything was happening successfully for them, they ain't need you. See, how come you sitting there not willing to sacrifice these individuals that sacrificed you? And when I say sacrifice, you're not doing the same thing that they chose to do. Sacrifice means that you didn't allow them to show their proof. You see what you get with them. I'm not just talking about your lover. I'm talking about your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, and your friends. You done already seen that they felt a certain type of way about you elevating. So therefore, what you need to see? What other discussion needs to be had? See, when you was pouring into them, when you was giving up your last, when you was sitting there in lack based upon you was giving them your blessings, they was picking through your blessings before you got them in a sense, leaving certain scraps to you for you to pick through. You was out there thinking that you wasn't highly favored. Whole time God favored you. That's why he chose you. You understand me? So chosen ones, you're not going to be able to dibble and dabble with that darkness. You're not going to be able to be of light and still going with that darkness. You're not going to still be able to use your light to illuminate those rooms that individuals are talking about you in. See, let's talk. You sat there, and I gave this analogy before, but let's break this down, right? So you were the individual that carries that light. God gave you a piece of him personally inside you. That's not everything. That's not something that everybody has access to. Because some of them are the seeds of Satan. Not of them are all of them are divine. So therefore, again, not all of them had that ability to truly carry your light. See, you sat there and had abundance coming through, then it stops for you. Then you asking God, what should you do? You asking God, what else can you remove? You sitting there already being petty with your services in a sense. You already clicking out lights. You out there unplugging cords if you ain't using them. You was out here trying to conserve your energy, but that bill was still high. That's equivalent to you. Again, you doing what everything that God asked you to do. But again, you still dabbling and dibbling with certain people that's not divine. See, you sat there and had karma and consequences coming through that didn't even belong to you. You sat there and had karma and consequences coming through based upon who you was connected to. See, every time you had a blessing come through, you chose to bless these dark ass individuals. See, you had a little bit of bread come through. God told you to take that bread and invest in you. But as soon as those individuals came and fixed their face talking about what they needed, you sat there and came through. How come? All of a sudden, as soon as you get to them, your finances stop. Or something pops up where, again, you go to God. You asking God to provide, and he like, what you do with that last that I gave you? You gave it to somebody else. See, again, you was wondering why your electricity bill was so high, but you was looking at you and you wasn't looking at everybody else. See, you had to step outside of you in order to get a clear view to see who was connecting themselves to you. See, again, you sat there and thought that your family, so your children, you was stressing. You was sitting there again wondering why God gave you and then took back certain blessings. It was based upon who you was connected to because they was pausing your progression. See, chosen ones. You wondering why things keep happening to you. And at times it's not a test, it's a test for other individuals. And God wants to see, are you going to continue to feed the hand that keeps trying to hurt you and harm you? That includes your mother. Every time she needs something, who she come to but you. But she be the same individual that talk about you to other individuals when you talking about you ain't got it. See, you the same person that when you was sitting there putting your partner on that pedestal, praising them for the things that they did for you, not even realizing it was you speaking life into these individuals. So therefore, had you not spoke that, they wouldn't have seen that and they wouldn't have been able to achieve that. See, you sitting there giving everybody else attention, recognition, acknowledgement, all that, but you not talking or giving that to you. You talking about how so-and-so provide for you, but you was the one providing that light for those individuals. See, you had to step outside yourself. You've been scrapping and scraping. Again, you allow them to have access to your blessings before you, so they pick through with what they want. Oh, I want Shorty's confidence. Oh, I want Shorty's abundance. Oh, I want that love that other people give him or her. Oh, I want this. They was picking through everything before it came to you, but because you was in that mentality that you was lacking, that's why you seem to be losing. Whole time, had you realized that that blessing was coming to you, that was your name on it. But you allowed them to pick through, see what they wanted from you, and they left scraps to you. Come on now. You favor. You sitting there allowing people from your past still project on you, have you acting like you are lacking. Whole time that's not true. You better get your ass from around these individuals. See, again, while you was connected to them, you was restricted in a sense. Soon as you stepped out of your element and you stepped outside, you started to walk around your house and you realized that those individuals had an extension cord connected to your shit. See, that's equivalent to seeing the neighbor knowing damn well that they couldn't afford their electric. See, they chose not to. We back. We back. We back. We got it. We got it. You know, if it get a little hot, you know the phone won't stop, but we got it. We back. Look, I gotta make sure. I don't want to just jump in. I gotta make sure we still here, we still good. Okay. Let me make sure we good before I jump back into it. Let me make sure. Let me see. Alright, we good. Alright, we good. Alright. So look, y'all already know. Before we get back into this, you already know I'm going to upload this live on my YouTube, so all of it's going to come together. I know that I got you. But let's talk, chosen ones, right? There's certain individuals who didn't do that work. They didn't heal them. They didn't sit there and listen to what God was saying. They chose to, again, do the bare minimum, but because they was connected to you, they still was seeing certain fruits. They still had certain abundance, love, light, and positivity that was coming through. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, not everybody was paying their bill like you. See, when you was paying your bill, meaning again, you was doing what God asked you to do. Meaning again, there may have been times where you may have been living check to check, but that shit was still getting paid. You may have to, again, get a payment plan, but again, God made that way. See, chosen ones. There's certain individuals, like, again, equivalent to that neighbor that lives next to you. They only have lights on based upon the fact that they had an extension cord running from your crib to their shit. See, that's equivalent to certain people that's connected to you, ain't putting in no work, ain't praying to God, ain't doing what God asked them to do. They not out here trying to pursue their purpose. They out here trying to pursue the next person that's going to come through and do something slick for them like you chose to do. See, chosen ones. We not doing that. You had to step outside of yourself in a sense. See, you know how when somebody else needs advice, you always so quick to help them. Soon as somebody else going through a certain situation, you always the solution to their problem. See, chosen ones. Sometimes you got to step outside of yourself so that you could do the same for you. You had to realize exactly where this energy was going to. See, whole time you was wondering why certain pauses was coming to your progression, why certain karmic consequences was coming in instead of your blessings, why you had love for a little bit, then that pattern came back. Whole time it was based upon who you was connected to. That's why your ass was in lack. See, you done sat there and did everything that you needed to do. You sat there and walked away from those people that God told you to. You done sat there and again gave up your fears and insecurities that you had so that you know your truth. Now, again, those people who used to know you don't even know you because you ain't even know you when you knew them. See, chosen ones, you had to step outside of yourself and away from those people in order for that abundance to come in. So are you going to be inside with divine or are you going to be outside in that heat? You're going to have to make your choice. You understand me? You can't be doing both things. See, chosen ones. You was wondering why certain things was not always going right. Again, it was based upon who you was providing your light to that wasn't right. Whole time, you ain't even realized that those people that was talking stuff about you, you still energetically was thinking about them, still thinking that they winning based upon that illusion that they portrayed to you. So the fact that you keep looking back, what you're going to do is run into some shit, right? If you keep looking back, see, that's the same thing that you always tell your kids. You need to focus where you're going. You need to lift your head up and pay attention. See, how come you can point that out when it comes to them, but when it comes to you, you looking back at these so-ass individuals, you looking back and about to run into certain things right in front of you. Whole time you getting distracted and don't even realize that God got something slick for you. I told y'all, God is the quarterback. You understand me? So what are he going to do? See, if y'all not really familiar with football, let me give you a little insight, right? So, football, quarterback, that's the person who throws the ball. See, there's an offense and a defense. You understand me? You're going to have to see which one applies to y'all. See, God has you on that offense, right? Offense. That means that you the person who's going to catch. See, just like that defense, that's those demons sitting there trying to hold you back. See, those people was projecting on you, knew that they couldn't get where you was going to. So what did they try to do was hold you back. So if you look at football, soon as they say hut, all of a sudden, that's when those opposite teams, they start to show up. They go for the person where they think is going to have it all like that. They go to the main player because they think that that's who's about to catch that catch. Whole time they ain't realized that you was in disguise the whole time. See, they didn't think that you was truly a weapon, but you really divine. See, you wondering why certain times in your life you ain't really had nothing, right? Whole time you may have seemed like you was lacking too. See, that was God finessing these individuals. He had you on the bench, but he knew what you was prepared to do. See, he sat there and in that practice. See, there's certain people that sit on that bench. They don't always get to be the star player of the team or that event, but they practice with them, right? So that means, again, that's like somebody making the same pass constantly, making the same catch constantly. Other people may not see it because they're not in that spotlight, right? Okay, cool. But God was preparing you for this move. See, God was preparing you for that catch that you about to receive. See, he was throwing off those individuals. See, had they knew that you was loved, had they knew that you was favored, had they knew that God was going to give you certain things that they could never have. See, had they knew all of these things, they would have continued to try to have you in lack. See, they must have seen something though, right? Because how was these people so confident and so consistent with trying to hold you back? See, they see that you was persistent. They seen that you was gifted, but they was sitting there betting on the thing and betting on certain hands that you wasn't going to get an opportunity to even come in that game. See, chosen ones. They was making bets that they ain't truly have in a sense. They sat there was making bets based upon who they thought was the team player or the star player of that event. See, they didn't realize that God was going to come through. That those people that they usually go to manipulate and try to trigger you, those people that they go to try to get certain abundance to, I'm trying to tell you, they didn't even realize that those people was going to get hurt on that play. And what was going to happen? God was going to call you in. You was going to be the one to save that day. See, they sat there and seen you on the bench and they was laughing. Didn't even realize you was still getting blessed. See, a lot of people don't realize, just like basketball and football, regardless if they come in, they still get that check. See, chosen ones. They was looking at you and thought because everybody didn't see how flashy you was, certain people wasn't on the sideline cheering for you, they was thinking that, again, you never would have that opportunity to make certain moves. They didn't even realize God had been preparing you with the same thing over and over again. What does that mean? That means, again, certain situations that you had to go back and restart over again. Certain situations that you had to go back and rebuild yourself again. Certain situations that you had to go back and heal from again. See, this was repeatedly happening because God was preparing you for this championship. See, chosen ones. Now, what they ain't realized as they, again, went to the person that they thought was really like that, they was acting like the defense team, but they ain't realized that God had something planned for that ass. See, chosen ones, at this last minute, you hear your name get called in. Now, all of a sudden, it's time for you to show people what you've been preparing for. Now it's your time to start balling. See, chosen ones, now all of a sudden, you got caught up off that bench. They still looking you like, shorty ain't really like that. They wasn't paying attention. Whole time God said, hut. And what did he do? He told you to run ahead, keep moving forward, separate yourself from these dark-ass individuals. That's equivalent to that defense. That's equivalent to those star players' innocence. God told you to keep running, keep going. Don't look back till I tell you to. See, when you started going forward into your future, when you start pursuing that path that God told you to, see, when you really started focusing and at the last minute God told you to look up, see, you had already ran ahead. You was in that end zone. You was about to get that catch. See, they mind was about to be blown. See, they was worried about the wrong shit. Whole time they ain't realized you was the secret weapon. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you about to get ready for that catch, for love, light, positivity, and progression to come in. See, those individuals was tied up in the wrong thing. They was on that defense tip. See, they was always sitting there trying to stop certain people shining, but they ain't realized that they was going to be the one getting dimmed. So now you sat there and ran ahead, looked up when God told you to. See, you kept running, and then God got you far away from those individuals. Now again, you so close to that end zone, that goal is right there. God told you to look up, you caught that. I'm trying to tell you now, them demons are scared. That's why they try to distract you. You're going to have to pick and choose. Are you divine? Are you of light? Or are you with these dark ass individuals? Can't be both. You understand me? You gotta realize, are you on the offense, meaning that you divine, or are you on the defense, meaning that you try to stop other people from shining? Oh, nah, you focus on you. You sat there and went through those tests that God had you go through. He was preparing you for this position, because had you been so quick to give up, how was you going to be in this position where you can help other people get uplifted? See, chosen ones, you better know that. You better know that you was getting prepared. I always say this, just like a job interview. When you go to job interviews, you get dressed to impress. When they ask you certain situations, you sat there and tapped into your intellect. You start telling them, if they ask you, if this situation happened, what would you do? If this customer or this person said this, what type of moves would you move? See, you don't sit there and tell that person that's interviewing you, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Oh, nah, I'll do this. Nah. You really sit there and pull out certain boss moves, right? So what you think God's doing to you too? God's like, hey, yo, listen, if somebody was going to try to stop you, what you going to do? You like, move. God was like, if somebody told you that you wasn't worth it, what you gonna say? That ain't true. If God sat there and asked you certain things, you gonna put on your best mentality. You're not going to be settling in a sense. See, all of this was preparing you for that position that you about to be placed in. See, had you been so quick to give up, then what would you be able to do? There's going to be other people that you're going to be teaching, other people that look up to you, other people that, again, depend on what you say or do. So, chosen ones, that test, that was training for you, that was a test for them, because God knew that who was going to need who in the end. So that's why, again, you better know that those people that shit on you, disrespected you, abused you, misused you, mistreated you, lied to you, stole from you, all of that, they gonna come back and need you, and God wants to see what you gonna do. Your ass better not give your light to those people who are not divine. They better go inside like you did, heal certain hurt that they have inside. They better choose their right team. But they gonna have to work for those things. You and not about to just allow them to be in that manager position when they truly ain't do that training. You better know that. You understand me? So, chosen ones, I want you to pick and choose. Those people already done proved themselves to you on what they gonna do if they certain pressure comes through. They already showed you if other people wasn't to accept you, they was gonna neglect you. They already showed you that if they didn't see money coming through, they no longer was gonna be connected to you because they thought that you wouldn't be able to do something slick for them. Whole time that wasn't true. See, you was the undercover boss, chosen ones. See, while they was out here acting like they had it like that, while they was out here acting like you was in lack, while they was out here, again, trying to use other individuals for funds, while they was just getting by, telling other people certain things that they shouldn't have done, I'm trying to tell you, they ain't realized they was talking to the undercover boss the whole time. This your shit. This your life. What you gonna do? See, don't sit there and write in a small little sad, depressive chapter for you. Then the rest of the chapters of your book consist of those individuals who tried to finesse you. What you look like, giving them the head of your life, and they ain't right. So no, we not doing it. What you gonna do? Who you gonna choose? They already showed you what they are. You already seen that proof. You sit back and pay attention to the patterns. Or when they lacking again, or the person that they chose over you don't have certain things coming in again, when they start beefing with them, now they want to be your friend again. Ain't no friends and no foes. You can't be, again, of light and out here parlaying with people that ain't right. You can't be out here saved and still speaking to Satan. You better walk your opposite way. You better do what you're supposed to do. You better stop allowing other individuals to do certain foul things to you. Excuse me. Look, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, do what God is telling you to do. These people are going to feel bad, they're going to feel mad, but that has nothing to do with you. You live in your truth. You understand me? Don't allow these people to try to, again, make you feel bad based upon the fact that they lacking when they left you for dead, when they didn't expect certain things to happen. Now God has abundance coming in. You surrounded by love. Opportunities are lining up. And what are you going to do? Pause your progression again for those people? Oh, nah, you better step your ass up. You ain't here to save them. They're going to have to save themselves. They're going to have to do the same thing that you did, which is go within, heal from that childhood trauma, and make better decisions. See, again, you, that mother that neglected you, she going to need you. And at the end of her role, what she going to try to do is come back to you, plead with you, so that when she passes away, she feeling like she getting certain, that father who betrayed you, disrespected you, abandoned you, mistreated you, abused you, stole from you, all of that, they gonna need you. What you gonna do? Allow them to sleep on your couch while they used to sleep on you when you was in your youth? Oh, nah. We not doing that. Oh, what you gonna do? Allow those people that, again, mistreated you, you gonna give them certain abundance that God has coming through, but they didn't want you when they didn't realize that God wanted you the most, when they thought that you didn't have certain things. Now all of that's getting it. Man, you better know that. You understand me? So, chosen ones, you make your choice. Now, also, you better keep your light. You better not sit there, again, a lot of you sitting there praying for the people who's praying on you. You don't pray for their downfall, but you say you wish them the life that they deserve. You understand me? So for those people, you not wishing, oh, karma comes through. You know karma's coming through. That's the difference between you and them. They sitting there speaking foul shit into existence when you already know what it is. They getting that karma. You ain't got to look back. You ain't got to check up on what God's doing. You already know he going to handle that. Just how abundance is coming through for you, how opportunities is getting presented to you. If you grateful for the small things that he give, what you think God's going to do? God going to have all that double back, triple back. He wants to see what you going to do when you thought that you was in lack. That's a mentality. You understand me? See, even if you live in check to check, there was a time period where you ain't even have a place to work. Oh, why? True. See, even if you live in check to check, there was a point in time where you ain't even have a place to move into. So there was shit that you wasn't paying with money that you wasn't getting. But now you sitting there, see certain things is looking different. Now you starting to realize, yeah, you still may not have all this abundance, but you abundant. You may not got $1 billion, but you got $1 billion brain. You got that mind that manifests anything. So you better be investing in the right shit. You better, again, be grateful. Just like you see, I always compare it to your kids. Oh, you ate your food that I gave for you? You can have more. Oh, you like those shoes I gave to you? You kept them clean too? Here, I'm going to buy you more. See, how come you see that on a 3D level, but you don't see that on a 5D too? Don't you realize that God's talking to you just like you do you? Just like you tell them, and you grateful for this, I got you more. Okay, you sat there and took care of this, and I got something slick in store. See, chosen ones. You are the one manifesting based upon what's in your mind. So if you know that no matter what comes through, that's favoritism from the divine, then you better know that. You understand me? You better do what you're supposed to do. Any blessing that comes through, you better thank God that he had it happen for you. And you better, again, move forward. Again, equivalent to that football scenario. If God's the quarterback, what you gotta do? You can't stand right beside the quarterback because those people on the opposite team gonna come and try to tackle you. So what you gotta do? God told you to run forward, run forward. You gotta actually make some moves. You gotta get your ass on the field, chosen ones. So if you wanna be a rapper, have you been rapping? You wanna be an actor, have you been acting? If you wanna be a singer, have you been singing? Have you put yourself in a position so that God can have certain things get brung in? See, we not gonna do that. You heard me? I'm trying to tell you, we not gonna let those people sit there and have you work against you when they working against you too. Why would you work against you? You are the divine crew. So what you put your mind to is going to align with you. You heard me? Get your ass on the field. You want love? Go out and see some people there. You want love to just knock down your door? That shit sounds a little scary, huh? Nah, I want love to meet me at that spot. You heard me? I want love to, again, be divinely aligned. I don't want somebody to try to break down some shit. Oh, no, I'm going to meet you halfway because this is a part of our mission. You better know that. So now it's your season to start working on you, aligning with your true soul tribe crew, meaning take some trips, even if it's just you. Even if it's just a day or two, even if it's just an hour to yourself, you're going to have to make that move. And if you got children, then they asses can come too. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you, it's no longer putting off your life for other people. It's no longer, again, sitting there allowing the evil to be victorious over you. Again, you providing light to individuals that wouldn't even allow you in your room. So, nah, not doing it. You lighting up households that you ain't never been in, that behind closed doors they talking about you negative. Oh, nah, we not doing that. You better give your light to those people who's truly trying to help themselves, build you up, respect you, protect you, enlighten you. Come on, chosen ones. See, these people was talking all that foul shit, right? They was projecting energy. They wanted you to react in a sense. They was acting like your friends. They was your enemies. See, chosen ones. Those same words that they try to spoke to put that flame out. See, if you really know camping like I do, you know that if you add some air to that fire, then that fire's going to grow too. See, they was sitting there trying to speak down on you. That's them blowing towards your flame. That was them saying negative things. That was them doubting you, projecting on you, sending black magic to you, getting people to work against you, saying you was never going to do the things that God already told you that you going to do. They try to blow your flame out, and that shit just got bigger and bigger. Now you align with your true divine crew. So what you doing? Getting bigger and bigger. Now they light, you taking your flame. Now y'all coming together, making some powerful things. See, now y'all got a bonfire going. Y'all got some marshmallows roasting. Y'all around the bonfire dancing and vibing, having a good time, while those individuals are in the dark because nobody of their crew had any light to shine. See, when you pull that plug, certain things start to show up. See, when you pull that plug, chosen ones, you starting to realize again, they some dark ass individuals who got some dark ass friends. So therefore, them dark ass people can't have no light illuminating. So now they out here looking a hot ass mess. When you pull that plug, that extension cord from your crib to their crib, when you pull that cord and they lights went off, what they gotta do? Come outside and see what happened, and what they gonna see what's happening is you. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you, chosen one. Pull that plug. Stand your ass up. Walk away from those people and walk towards some actual love. Know that if you become that love, if you are love, what you gonna see? Love. If you are a happy person, what you gonna see? Other happy people, or people that's happy seeing you happy too. See, when you pulled your plug again, God was exposing those dark ass individuals. They light went off. You like, hey yo, where this cord coming to? You just knew that you was exhausted, that karmic consequences was coming in. You just knew that certain progression was getting paused in a sense. So you pulled that plug and you starting to realize, because all of a sudden your neighbors or your friends or your family, they lights no longer shine. So now they got to come outside and see what happened and who's happening but you. They gonna realize now they getting exposed in front of those people that they had in their crib, that they wasn't of light the whole time. They was using your light to shine. Whole time they was talking about you and some shit that you never went inside. See, chosen ones, you better know that. You heard me. So be your light. Be light. Be love. You talking about you want love, be love. If it's no longer, oh, that's just how so-and-so is. Oh, that's just how my mother is. That's just how my father is. That's just how my friend is. Nah, fuck them then. FTP, fuck them people. I tell you that all the time. You heard me. So if you scared to tell them, shit, you better sit there and look at this time right now and play rewind and have me play that shit in front of them. I'ma tell them every time, fuck them people. You heard me. You heard me. I don't care. It ain't no, oh, that's my mother. So you ain't got to deal with that shit. Oh, that's your father. Oh, that's your brother. Okay, cool. Again, your family's not always who you born into or where you come from. It's often who you led to. You just was here to help those people break out of karmic cycles, and they chose not to accept you when you was the blessing that God had come through. Your mother was asking for love, and she gave birth to love, which was you. Her ass was so in the blind that she didn't know, so she abandoned you. Your father was looking for love and encouragement. He gave birth to you. But again, what did he do? Sit there and listen to so-so ass individuals or let that ego come through. See, chosen ones. Ego is evil. Don't sit there and confuse confidence with arrogance. You better pick and choose. You heard me. You being happy about you don't mean downplaying other individuals too. And if they feel a certain type of way, then they better get on their shit like you chose to do. You ain't gonna have to dim your light to make them comfortable. And you ain't gotta act like you ain't got it to tell them that you ain't got it. You could have $1 million right now and they ask you for some dollars. You may have it, but you better not give it to them. That's going to be a hard pill to swallow. They going to talk shit about you like so-and-so think they better than you. True. So-and-so think they better than this. It is what it is. You heard me. But don't you sit there and dare help these people and give them anything that God gave you when they ain't deserve it. God would have had certain things coming through them too had they did right by you, had they chose to, again, walk the path that God told them to do like you chose to do. Nah. It ain't happening. So even if you got it, you ain't got it. You better learn to say no to them. They gonna talk shit, but they been talking shit the whole time. See, how many times you gave somebody your last and they used your last to try to outshine you? How many times did you sit there and try to speak life into them and they start speaking foul behind your back? See, nah, it is what it is. You just gonna have to deal with that. Don't give these demons your last. They gonna have to go earn that shit. God's going to intuitively tell you who you're supposed to be connecting with. You understand me? Know that. But listen, I got to get up off the ears because I do got a few readings to do. But please remember, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. You got to be ready to receive it, all right? Because I ain't sugarcoating shit. I'm going to tell you about your mother, your lover, your sister, your brother, what they did to you, what they do to you, what you do to you too, and what's aligning for you. You understand me? When you ready, links in my bio. Also, I'm going to upload this live a little later on my YouTube, so turn your notifications on. Also, again, Orlando, Florida, we got like a few tickets available for that June 17th event. Then we got July 8th. Do not wait to get your tickets for that because I'm giving you a one-on-one reading. It's a coaching session. It's a half an hour with me and you, one-on-one. I'm going to read you. You heard me. I ain't using no crystal ball. I ain't doing none of that. You heard me. Not downplaying those who do. That's what you do. Cool. That's not how God speak to me. He come through me. You heard me. So therefore, again, I'm going to tell you about yourself as well as give you the ability to ask questions. You want clarity, I got you. But I don't never want you initially to tell me anything about you. I'm going to let you know that God sent me by what I tell you. You understand me? So I look forward to seeing y'all face to face. Y'all going to have to purchase a ticket in advance to do that because you're not going to be able to just walk in to that. But still, it's a holistic health and wellness store, Marietta, Georgia. Again, if you don't come get a reading from me, that's cool. Them beautiful souls still got a beautiful store for you to go and visit too, all right? I love you, okay? I love you. Know that. I'm proud of you. And I believe in you, so you better believe in you too. You heard me. For those, the link's in my bio. So if you want, because I seen somebody say about the reading, there's a hat. So I got all types of readings for you, all right? So again, the bare minimum is a quick reading. That's $11.11. Then we got it in different areas that you want that move up. But the one in person is a half an hour, all right? I'm about to actually have them go on sale for a day or two. So for a half an hour face-to-face with you, it's going to be 50, probably like 55 after that, as far as, you know, the taxes and all of that stuff, all right? The link's going to be in my bio. You guys select a specific day. But I'm only going to have it on sale for 1 or 2 days because there's certain people who reach out to me like they really wanted to see me, but they may not have it like that, so I'm going to bring the price back a little bit. You understand me? I'm here to help as many as I can. I love you so much, all right? Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, baby,